Are you preparing for Salesforce Marketing Cloud interview in 2026? Then this video is going to help you and save you lots of hours of research. Today, I'll walk through 18 real-time, real-world scenario-based questions that is asked in recent interviews to the Salesforce Marketing Cloud students at Risex Labs. I'll share how senior Salesforce Marketing Cloud developers answer those questions differently in real interview. If you want this guide which I am presenting right now, just comment SFMC. I will share I will reply on your comment. So this is all about the guide. We are covering these 18 interview questions, and along with that, at the end of the video, I'll be sharing you few tips, career guidance, and architect advice about Salesforce Marketing Cloud career. So watch the video till the end. Hello everyone, this is Shubham Shindre. I am from Risex Labs. If you want to master Salesforce Marketing Cloud and if you wanted to learn it, I'll be the mentor for you. I have this YouTube channel made for the Salesforce Marketing Cloud concept. Please go check out all the video. So before moving towards we will jump to the questions. The first question is, how do you build a welcome journey with engagement split in Journey Builder? Now, suppose a customer signs up using the website form. First, I create the data extension as entry source. Then I add welcome email activity. After sending the email, I add the wait activity for around 2 days. Now comes to the important part, engagement split. Engagement split checks whether the user opened or clicked the email. If subscriber engaged, I send a feature highlight or thank you email. If subscriber did not engage, then I send the re-engagement email with the different email subject. Important interview point here is one key thing interviewer expect is the understanding about why wait activity is important. Without the wait activity, the engagement split fires instantly. There is no engagement data capture after that. So we have to mention that. Okay. And senior developers, if you are applying for the senior developer role and if you face similar questions, then senior developer also mention goal activities, re-entry settings, and engagement tracking strategies as well. So also important, that points are also important. So do not skip that. Now next is the question number 2. This is another favorite questions by interviewer. Weight types, what are the 3 weight types we have in the Journey Builder? So we have weight by duration, weight by date, weight by attribute. So these are the 3 main weight type. Weight by duration used for fixed delay, like waiting for the 2 days, 3 days, 12 hours, right? After sending the email. Then wait by date used when all the contacts should wait until the specific calendar date. For example, product launch campaign, or let's say Happy New Year campaign, right, etc., etc. Then wait by attribute. This is the most powerful one. It waits until a date stored inside the contact record. For example, we have the birthday information about the customer in the contact data extension, birthday campaigns or subscription renewal reminders, right? Here we will use the wait by attribute because we are picking up date from the data extension. Now, for the senior level interviews, there is an advice. If the attribute date already passed, the contact exits immediately. That's why entry criteria filtering becomes important. This point we need to mention properly, right? If you are not mentioning that in the wait by attribute, then means you might consider low experienced developer. Okay. Next, we have question number 3, entry sources, API event versus data extension. Now, this is very important. This question checks whether you understand the real-time architect about Salesforce Marketing Cloud or not. Data extension entry is batch-based entry. It works on schedule, right? Based for the newsletter or the bulk campaign. While on the other hand, we have the API event entry. API event entry is real time. It triggered from the external system using the REST API calls. Best example are cart abandonment or order confirmation or password reset email. For example, if customer abandons a cart, the website immediately fires a API event. Journey Builder instantly send the cart reminder email, right? And we will get the longer engagement with the customer. Senior developer also explains or discuss around the OAuth authentication, event definition, configuration, and payload schema handling. Now, here I have mentioned everything, the program as well. Now, next is we have re-entry settings in Journey Builder. This is also important question. There are three re-entry settings: no re-entry, re-entry anytime, re-entry only after exiting. No re-entry means user enters only once, perfect for outbound onboarding journey. Okay. Next is re-entry anytime. Contact can enter multiple times simultaneously in the single journey based for the transactional use case. Then re-entry only after exit. Re-entry only after exit means contact can re-enter only after completing the journey. Then means after exiting the journey, they can re-enter to the journey. Used for recurring campaigns, right? Important note here, we have re-entry anytime can flood customer with the email if not managed properly. So we will use proper we will take proper precaution for re-entries. Then we have new product launch journey, awareness to post and purchase. So this is very critical architecture based interview questions. It explains the four stages. First is awareness, second consideration, third purchase, and fourth post purchase. Awareness stage uses the teaser email and SMS or let's say push. Consideration stage uses feature emails and demo invites. Purchase stage uses the discount offers. Post-purchase stage sends the onboarding email and review request. Now, a senior professional explains how Automation Studio prepares the audience while Journey Builder handles the customer engagement, right? This is how we handle the new product launch journey or awareness to post to purchase. Okay. Then after that, we have question number 6, Journey Builder versus Automation Studio. This is a classic and important interview question. Let me give you a quick overview. Journey Builder is a customer centric. It is about the customer experience, right? It has the engagements, lead weight, decision logics, right? We are building the flow, right? Then we have the Automation Studio. Automation Studio is more the used for ATL or data. It is mostly used for segmentation, reporting, batch sends. It contains the it contains all the features which is more likely data centric, right? And means here we can design step by step workflow using the activities, right? It use SQL segmentation, import, export, and batch processing, right? There is golden rule that we need to follow. Automation Studio prepares the data and Journey Builder orchestrates the customer experience. Then we have question number 7. So SQL-based audience segmentation in the Automation Studio, right? So interviewers also asked to explain how you done the SQL-based audience segmentation in Automation Studio. So suppose we can give the example. Suppose a retail clients want to identify high value customer. We can use SQL queries with some aggregate query, some total, right? And having clause. Important thing here is SFMC uses SQL Server syntax, right? So use get data, date add, and date difference date difference function, right? Now we can use these are the SQL queries that we can show, and we can tell and explain the particular interviewer, right? Then we have question number 8, troubleshooting data extension. Means if troubleshooting means data extension is not populating correctly, then how you can just simply troubleshoot the data extension. Now, this particular feature checks you or your debugging skill, right? Common troubleshooting areas are means here we have to follow one framework, one step. Defect, okay. D for data source check. Second, E for error log review. Then F for field mapping verifies. E for expression SQL test. Then C for configuration check, and T for trigger validation, right? Actually, common troubleshooting areas are SQL validation, field mapping, data type mismatch, wrong import mode, or primary key issue. Most data extension population failures happen because of incorrect field mapping. So most likely the root cause analysis is incorrect field mapping, right? Or restrictive SQL filter, right? Means there is a filter, right? That filter is restricting the data to get populated. Okay. Then we have next question. Question number 9. SQL Automation Studio segmentation join and update, right? So here we can explain the SQL does not support the update, right? Update statement directly. We use the query activity update mode for upset behavior, and these are the advanced segmentation, right? If you can see on my screen, multi-table join for enrich segmentation, update existing data extension records SQL, right? Senior developers are use tagging data extension and modular SQL architect, right? So these are the SQL joins and update logic. Okay. Then after that, we have question number 10, automating CRM data import into SFMC. Right. So typically architecture means CRM architecture have few steps, right? First is we have to set up the CRM, right? Means typically CRM to Azure data sync involve the CRM exporting a CSV, right? Then to SFTP, then SFMC automates it using Automation Studio. Then import activity happens, then SQL query activity run, and then we shift it to the sendable data extension. This is the architecture, right? So we can override it. There are various modes. Override means delete all the existing record and create all fresh new record. We can append, we can update, we can add and update, right? So these are the import mode that we have. Okay. Then after that, the important question is scheduled versus triggered automation, right? So scheduled means what? Scheduled means it will run hourly, daily, right? Weekly, follow the specific frequency. It is called as scheduled, right? It is a time based. Then we have file drop automation. File drop automation triggers when the file lands on SFTP or FTP into the specific folder, right? Then we have API triggered automation. API triggered automation started programmatically through the REST API. Whenever the API hit, then it runs, right? Then we have architecture. We have the triggered automation. Automation is ultimately involve the APIs only, but the best and best it is basically used for the real-time data-driven data processing. Okay. Now we have file drop automation is most common in the CRM integration pattern, right? So always remember, right? The schedule is time-based, other are triggered-based. Okay. Then we have question number 12, the complex multi-system automation scenario, right? Now this is very important and very what we can say architect level scenario based question. Complex multi-step automation scenario, they wanted you to explain. Okay. Now, scenario is monthly loyalty campaign automation, right? Every month end, the client needs to import the fresh CRM data, segment by the loyalty tier, right? There are multiple loyalty tier, right? It ultimately enrich with the purchase data. Means depending on the purchase data, we are building the loyalty tiers. We are removing the opt-outs contact. We are updating the engagement score. We are triggering the tier specific journey builder entries and log the completions, right? So there are few steps, right? Steps involves the file import, cleansing, then segmentation, separation, removal, engagement score calculation, then reporting and notification. Now, so actually, we do not write the raw imported data directly into production sendable data extension. That's the golden rule for multi-step automation scenarios. So these are the steps, right? And these are the activities and their purpose that will get our complex multi-step automation done. Okay. Now next is we have in the AMPscript we have to write down the program. So I will not explain the program. Program is written on my screen, right? You can take a snapshot and understand. I will just explain the scenario that are being asked, right? So first scenario is a retail client sends the birthday email with the personalized discount offers. The offer value varies by the customer tier. VIP customer gets 20% off, regular customer gets 10% off, and new customer get the flat 500 rupees voucher, right? So this is the program. Now this program, right? In this program, we have used the if-else personalization. Then we have used some inline AMP scripts as well, right? If you can see, right? V functions, right? So you should able to write down the AMP script for that. Okay. Now, next is we have one more scenario, right? AMPscript for personalizing customer names with the recent purchase, right? So this is the scenario, right? And here we have used the various attributes and various what we can say. We have built the emails as well. Okay. Then we have what was the scenario? Real scenario use case is also here. Okay. Now next is AMPscript for email and landing pages and SMS. So we have to write down the separate AMP script for email as well as landing page as well as let's say SMS and push notifications. So how we can write down, right? So AMP script actually it is about the theory question, right? It is about the capabilities that AMP script has for the email, landing page, SMS, and push notification, right? So in the email, full AMPscript is supported, variables, lookup, conditional loop, HTTP calls, etc. Everything, each and every functions, right? Then in the landing page, we have the full AMPscript plus get post form handling URL parameters and SSJS capabilities as well. Okay. Then in SMS, limited AMP script is being used, right? Variable, substitute, simple condition, no lookup in the SMS. Okay. In the push notification, AMPscript variable substitutes are only been used. That's it. Not more than that. Okay. Then we have one more question. The AMPscript trigger send with the dynamic content. Okay. Now a trigger send definition TSD is pre-configured email send that fires in the real time when involved via REST and SOAP API. It used for the transactional emails, order confirmation, password reset, and segment notification. So there are few steps that we can follow, right? First is we need to create the send definition in the email studio, right? Then associate that email template that uses the AMPscript to pull the dynamic subscriber specific data, configure the triggered send classification, sender profile, then reply to address, activate the trigger send definition, and external system calls the API with subscriber data and payload. Then after that, you have A/B testing with the subject lines in SFMC. So A/B testing, we all know that A/B testing is used for testing the subject line, means two different subject line content, same time from name, right? So these are the things that we can test in the A/B testing. Okay. Now apart from A/B testing, there is one golden rule, right? 20-20-60 means 20% we should send to version one, 20% we should send to the version 2, and apart from that, remaining 60% we are going to send to the winner, right? Senior developer also discussed the statistical significance of Einstein same time optimization and A/B testing, right? So these are also the things that we have in the picture. Okay. Then we have the last question of the documentation, right? Automation Studio. We have last question, like Automation Studio AMPscript architect, right? Combining AMPscript personalization with Automation Studio segmentation. Now, this is the ultimate architecture level question, right? Automation Studio prepares and enrich the data. AMPscript personalize the content at same time. Journey Builder delivers the communication, right? So, for example, right, this is the architect, right? Automation Studio will segment the subscribers, right, into different segment. Then Automation Studio enrich each segment like recent product, total spend, etc., etc. Then Automation Studio, right, can execute the joins as well, right, with the separation list or with the data views, right? Then AMPscript, then Journey Builder trigger the send, but email and all the personalization is being done by the AMPscript and email template. So this is combinedly means Automation Studio, Journey Builder, and AMPscript combinedly will contain or will become the entire stack of the tool which will give me the best results out of Salesforce Marketing Cloud. So these are the things, right? Now, there are few tips as well, as I told you, right? I will give you tips, right? So there are final interview tips for me. Always explain the answers using the real-time, real-world examples. Understand when to use Journey versus when to use Automation Studio, because this is very critical question. Practice SQL AMPscript hands-on, because interviewer might ask you to write down the code or explain the behavior of the code, explain the code, how code actually runs. They might ask you to find out the errors in the codes as well. So you should have the hands-on practice. Understand data extension, subscriber key, and separation handling as well. This is also important. If you are starting SFMC and you are learning it from YouTube or from any other tool, right? Any other videos platform like Udemy and all, right? Just try to get the org access and practice, because if you just watch the video and go for the interview, then interviewer might know about that, because what happens if you don't have the hands-on experience, then it will be identified by interviewer directly if they give you some scenarios. Okay. So this is all about. If this video is helpful for you, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Comment SFMC guide. I will share the full PDF with you. Thank you.